Hey, what's up? I'm your host, Christian Patterson, here to bring you this week's edition of TV20's Inside Sports Report. Over the past few years, the Cleveland Browns have updated 5 CMSD football fields with new turf, scoreboards, and bleachers. John Marshall was the final school to receive their new field as well as their new bleachers. After winning the Senate Championship last year, they opened their year up against Brooklyn on their beautiful field in front of their fans.
Big shout out to the Cleveland Browns for helping us out with this. Having an opening game, a home opener is just good stuff. We got 60 kids out. We're very young and thrilled to be here. State-of-the-art turf, because that's the way the NFL does everything. Again, the stands, more people than, before here we'd have 8 or 9 or 10 you can tell in the back. We're filled up. We got a local school coming in. That didn't used to happen either. Brooklyn coming over. It's just a great win for everybody around the town.
They donated 40 helmets to us, this field, gear, equipment, practice jerseys. I mean, it just really motivates the kids to, come out and play football.
The game started with all defense in the first quarter. Neither team could put together a successful drive to put any points on the board.
Ever since I've been here, we always started a little slow the first half. In the second half, after we get that coach's talk, and that's where we start manning up. Because most of us don't man up, so we had to man up.
Right before halftime, Brooklyn put together a drive that ended with their running back going right up the middle for a touchdown.
Most of us thought that it was going to be an easy game, but they came out here to battle, and at first we wasn't ready for it.
Well, I was upset. I mean, we should have had 3 scores in that first half, but we messed that up. Like I told the team at half, we're making dumb penalties and mistakes, and that was why we were down. So we didn't really make too many adjustments at half. We were pretty confident. We just had to do our job and get it done.
After halftime, coaches, mattered us, gave us a hard speech, come back tough in the game. We got people playing soft. You feel me? Wasn't going hard, and we came back out second half, third or fourth quarter, came back. Had to turn up and just win. We all talked in the locker room, went over each other's responsibilities, jobs and stuff. That's one thing our coaches tell us to do every week. Handle your jobs, and that's one thing we did in the second and third or fourth quarter. Handle our jobs.
The second half was all about business for Marshall. Quarterback Rasheed Roundtree felt the pressure from the defense, so he dropped back, escaped defenders, and ran the ball in for Marshall's first touchdown of the game.
I see in the weakest link, and I picked them out.
We had to get a score there. At the end of the kickoff, we were ready to go back on defense, but you get the ball back, and he's like, we can go right back down and march it down for a score. And I think that just turned the whole game over right there for Brooklyn, because they were really riding high at halftime, but then we could do that quick score, get the ball back. That just changes momentum, kills the team's will, and it really boosted us to finish this game.
Quarterback Rasheed Roundtree was feeling very confident after his first touchdown. Marshall ran a fake handoff to the running back, and Roundtree ran in another touchdown to put the Lawyers up by 5. Brooklyn got the ball back and marched right down the field. They scored on a slant across the middle for a touchdown, which put them ahead 13-12. But Marshall wouldn't be defeated. They put together a consistent drive, and inside their own 20, they handed the ball off to running back Todd Hickman, who ran a sweep to the right and took it in for a touchdown that put the Lawyers ahead 18-13.
We knew right there that was the game right there, because based on how their offense was moving in the second half, I was pretty confident our defense would stop them. We just had to make one big stop, get the ball back, and we can run the clock out and get out of here with a win.
It was a hard-fought game, you feel me? Like, we started off slow first, second quarter. I got injured, was out most of the third quarter. Came back fourth quarter, we had to do what we had to do. I had to come back from an injury, you feel me? My teammates thought I was out for the rest of the game. And you feel me? I had to come back from that and then, sprint hard, go hard, came back, we won the game.
The Cleveland Muni Football League has a long history in the city of Cleveland, and they recently celebrated 100 years. TV20 reporter Rachel Hill has more with this story.
This is Rachel Hill with your TV20 Inside Sports Report, and right now we are here at Camp Forbes, and we're here for the 100th year anniversary celebration of the Cleveland Muni League.
This is a very monumental accomplishment for the league to be around 100 years. Cleveland Union Football League is the oldest youth football league in the country. And, you know, celebrating 100 years, that's a big achievement, you know, as I said, and this is just something you can hang your hat on. When you look at the volunteers year in and year out, day in, day out, that go out and put the work they put into it, you know, for us, it's a proud moment. It's something that we can be happy about.
What do you want other youths to know about the Muni League and how important it is to the community?
I would say it's very important. It helps a lot. It keeps you focused on something positive. Playing football, you have to spend a lot of time at practice, especially if you want to be good, and that just keeps kids focused and keeps you on the right path. Football for me, it was just an outlet. Like a lot of kids, they don't really have much to do, and football, it just helps them get out and be active and just have fun.
So what is the impact that the Muni League has had on your life?
Me personally, I was able to get a full scholarship to Ohio State. That's one, and a lot of things I learned from football come from Muni League, from the teaching I had as a kid from my coaches.
And what do you want the youth to realize about how important this league is to the community?
The league is very important because I'm 35 years old and I still talk to my friends about our Muni League days. And some of the things we learned through Muni League build character in us and had us do the things we later did after football.
What made you want to be involved? Because you said you didn't have the opportunity to play with the Muni League, but what made you want to be involved as a coach?
I played with another organization coming through when I was young. I think by the age of 11, I knew I wanted to coach. You know, I liked the impact that the coaches had on my life. So, I mean, at a young age, I thought I can have that impact on some other kids' lives. So, my oldest son was 7 years old. At the age of 29, I started coaching in Muni League.
So how has this made an impact on your life? You've been involved for, you said, a long time. So what makes you come back year after year?
What makes me come back is the need. You know, I grew up in the Garden Valley neighborhood, which is Lower East Side of Cleveland projects. And I thought that coaching in Garden Valley and eventually taking over as the owner-coordinator was just a calling for me. You know, I felt pulled to it. The neighborhood definitely needs more positive, influential men, you know, leading the way, so I went back to try to be that.
How has this inspired some of the people that you've worked with when they came back and talked to you? Did they ever say what this league has done for them in their lives?
Oh, absolutely. I get former players coming back. Actually, I have former players that coach for me now. You know, it's come full circle. So I got 3 guys on my staff that actually played for me. So I've been around a long time to see that kind of, you know, come around, you know. But yeah, I get former players to come back all the time that come in, they drive by the field and comment, hey, I remember when you said this. I remember when we played in this championship game and what the Muni League has done for them over the years.
Right now, I'm with one of the alumnus of the Muni League. And can you tell everybody a little bit about your name and your program that you were with?
So I'm DERELL BEDINGFIELD Jr., and I played for the CMHA Renegades from 2011 to 2017.
And what was that experience like for you?
It was great. It was just a brotherhood the whole way through, from when I was 6 to when I started from when I was 6 to when I ended when I was 12 or 13. So yeah, it was just a great brotherhood experience and just a family, you know.
And how important was that to you for your decision to continue to play in high school, that foundation that the Muni League provided?
It just provided me with the stigma that wherever I felt family at, that's where I should just go to high school at. So I go to Benedictine now, and when I was looking at other bigger name high schools, I just didn't feel that family feel like I did at Benedictine. And CMHA just provided me with that family feel that carry on to high school.
For instance, I played back in '84, '85. My teammates that played with me, we went to high school to play. We went on to college to play. And all the guys throughout the league, even me coming back now to coaching the league, it's guys that I played against. It's actually guys that I coach. Kids that I coach are now coaches within the league. It's a great structured league. They're doing more and more things each year. They're adding more and more things to help the entire league out, which helps the kids, helps the coaches. And I believe they're now starting to do something where they're now even starting to help the parents, because a lot of parents need the help too. But if we can start with the kids and then try to make it what they call nowadays a wraparound program, I think everyone learns from it and gains from it.
Keeps the kids focused.
The one thing is it keeps the kids off the street. It gives them something to belong to, something to encourage them about for the future. Teaches them a lot about self-discipline and becoming, I guess you can say, a person of the community to be something to look at. A lot of our kids today, they're kind of like misguided, and the Muni League helps keep those kids on the path and keep them focused and keep them going. A lot of these kids don't have the necessities that they need in their house to keep them right, and a lot of these volunteer coaches, they put forth that effort to make sure these kids have what they need and what they deserve, actually.
A lot of the credit goes to the coaches. The coaches are with the kids anywhere from 5 to 7 days a week, starting in June, and we end up at middle of November. So a lot of work going into this, and hats off to the coaches and the parents who spend time with us.
Naturally, I want to put emphasis on the fact we produce several pros, but more importantly, I think, is the athletes that participate and go on and perhaps get college scholarships. They don't become pros, but like the first director said, they become good citizens and they contribute to our community.
This is Rachel Hill with TV 20 Sports. We are Cleveland.
Thanks for watching the Inside Sports Report. If you would like to catch past episodes of the Inside Sports Report, Classic Sports, or any city championship games, head over to our TV 20 YouTube channel and click on subscribe.